my heart, Holy Spirit, message of love to encourage me, lifting my heart from despair, how you love me and care for me, Lord, just speak to my heart, speak to my heart, Holy Spirit, give me the words that will bring to life, words on the wings of the morning, the dark clouds will fade away if you speak to my heart, speak to my heart, Holy Spirit, message of love to encourage me, lifting my heart from despair, how you love me and care for me, Lord, just speak to my heart, speak to my heart, speak to my heart, speak to my heart, speak to my heart. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone. I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone. I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone. I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone. I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone. I'll never go on my own. Just let your spirit guide and let your word abide. Speak to my heart, Lord. Give me your holy word. If I can't hear from you, then I'll know what to do. I won't go alone.
Hi, family. Thank you for spending your Saturday here with me. I'm Minister Iris Winters, and you are here at Mama's Knee. Question of the week: do you fast? If not, why not? And how do you fast? Is it a vital part of your spiritual growth and your walk with God? I'd like to know. Drop your comments down below. Also, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, share, like, join the faith, join the family and the fun. See you back in a minute. One of my favorite things to do as a believer is to fast and pray. No, that sounds crazy for some, because who wants to give up something? I do. So moving and going in the season of a mother's toolkit, one thing you need, fasting and praying. The Bible says when you do. In Matthew 6:16, not if you do, when you do. So it sounds like to me it's a requirement. Growing up as a child, I knew that our family was fasting if I went to my mom's house and there was this cabbage kind of a soup thing, all this vegetables from the garden and everything in it. Now it was good, but I knew. As a child, I knew when I came in and the TV was off, we did our, prayer. She did prayer during the afternoon, then after dinner. So I was like, wow, I was accustomed to it. Then, as we do, got away from it. But I have to tell you about what it does for me, what it can do for you. If someone has a different variation of the way you do it, share. But fasting and praying, it does a lot for you. It brings you closer to God. It delivers you. You can hear from Him, wisdom, knowledge, prayer, healing. It does something. For me, I don't know where I would be if I didn't fast and I pray. And I know a lot of people don't like to do it because I think we make more of it than it needs to be. Like, I don't want to fast for 40 days. First of all, that's a serious fast. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I only know 3 people to do that. Jesus, Moses, it's another one I'm thinking. But yeah, no. That's not for everybody. That's not what I'm talking about. There is a 1-day fast, 3 days, 7, 10, 14, 21, and yes, a 40. But some things, Matthew also says, and I don't want to misquote, so I'm going to read and make sure I got which Matthew, because I don't want to mess it up. Matthew 17, 20 and 21 says, so Jesus said to them, because of your unbelief, for assuredly I say to you, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, move here to there, and it will move. And nothing will be impossible for you. However, this kind does not go out except by fasting and prayer. So I'm a literal person, but I fasted and prayed last year for a new heart. Not one from the cardiologist, but one from the great physician. I didn't have a bad heart, but I knew there were some things that needed to change. And when Abba does stuff, He does it, and He does it wonderfully. I've had health issues. I fast and I pray. If I see other people going through, I'll say, I'll fast and I'll pray for you. It does something to you. Have you ever gone on a fast? I believe it was a 3-day fast for me. And, the first day, it's like, oh, God, okay, I'm not hearing you. Second day, it's like, okay, God. By the third day, okay, God. But by that day after, it's like, God, thank you, Jesus. I hear you. I feel closer. I feel that I can hear you, the voice of God, not the voice of Iris, not the voice of man. Fasting is something that we do because we have to. For the 1-day fast, from sunrise to sunset, Judges 20:26, to seek direction from the Lord. 3-day fast without food or drink. Esther 4:16 for wisdom, discernment, protection, and guidance. In Acts 9:9, Saul converted, but for 3 days he went without food or water. Now let me say this. Some people are medically not able to do that, but where you have no food or drink, there's water, there's juice, there's fruit and vegetables, there's what we all know, the Daniel fast, different variation of that. Can you juice? Juice fruits and vegetables. Can you make smoothies? Fruits and vegetables. There is a way to walk aside from those things. For food, turn your plate down. But what about your phone? What about the TV, gossip, gambling, smoking? For me, it has been the TV, because I wrote a list of all the things that keep me away from God, where I'm not in my word. And so I started there. God, these are the things I'm going to fast off. Today, I fast and pray. I watch no TV. I only listen to spiritual music and praise and worship music in the morning. 12 o'clock, I prayed. 6 o'clock, on my way, I'm like, oh God, okay, God, you understand what I got to do, where I need to be this evening. I'll do that some other time. But God knows your heart. Try it. Try it. A 7-day fast, 1 Samuel 31:13 for wisdom, seeking comfort from grief and guidance. A 10-day fast of vegetables and water only, the Daniel fast. Daniel 1:12, Daniel was fasting for favor, strength, and wisdom and discernment. We all want that. A 14-day fast, Acts 26:33 and 34. Paul and the men on the ship fasted for food, protection, and wisdom. Fasted from food for protection and wisdom. A 21-day fast, Daniel 10:3, for times of distress and mourning. No meat, wine, rich of pleasant food, and no oils, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and water instead. Again, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and water. We could do that. We could do that. A 40-day fast again. Moses, Elijah, and Jesus. That's the person. It was Elijah. And people do it. People do it corporately, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just ask you to really seek God if that's what you want to do. I had fasted this year for 2 months straight, but it was from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And though I did not do it for health reasons or for weight, but I have to tell you what that did to my A1Cs. I have diabetes. It lowered it. 2 points. Not a lot, but 2 points. They call it NOMAD, OMAD, 1 meal a day, OMAD, 1 meal a day. Make that meal, whatever you want. But it's your heart and your faith and your dedication. And you can't fast and pray without doing one or the other. It's a two-for. They're one and one. They go together. Because what do they say? If you just pray without fasting, or if you fast and don't pray, they call it a diet. But if you're new to it, or if it's something that you need to get back into, try it just from sun up to sundown. Drink water. And that's only because I'm not a doctor. I'll play one, but I'm not a doctor. Only if you can medically do it. And there are times when, being a diabetic, medically, I cannot do it. But let me tell you, I'll take that. I'll take that risk for God. I'll take that risk for getting close to Him, for hearing from Him. And I did it for 2 months, and I saw that in the long, maybe not on a daily basis, but in the long run, it did work. But here's what I gained more. I got a new heart. The person that you look at today is different than the person from 3 months ago. Faith, believing, fasting and praying. Again, to draw closer to God. I used to say, God, I want to know, like I do. I want to walk in this, be in the Spirit, in His Spirit, and feel His presence 24/7. I do. And yes, for people who are the mothers, we're busy. We got a lot going on. Stop, drop, and roll. I had to steal the time, and I'm still stealing the time, and not stealing it, but taking time for my first love. Yes, I have a spouse. Yes, I have children. Yes, I have a job. I thank God that I have a job that I can, at 12 o'clock, my watch is going off. I need to go pray. It doesn't have to be long. It just has to be heartfelt, in your heart, for real. Giving it all to Him. I've done it for healing. You know, we talk about faith, and they always say where you struggle is probably the thing that you less trust God about. I would say that's true. But when it comes to my health, I know without a shadow of a doubt. Oh no, doctor can say anything. Okay, what do we have to do, in the natural? Because I know what I have to do in the spiritual. Because I'm going to fast and I'm going to pray. It's needed. It's required. If you're a believer, it's required. And again, some things can only come out by fasting and praying. And let's not get on even a demonic side. I'm not even gonna go there, but I'm just saying, fasting and praying will do a world good. It will bring you closer. You'll hear God better. It's like I felt like I was walking through a fog, and now the fog is lifted and I can see clearly now. I felt like I had water stuck in my ears. You know that swimmer's ear sound, that feeling? But when I pray, and when I fast, and when I seek His face, it's like, wow, it's just that sound, and I can hear better. I ask for eyes to see better. And let me tell you, some of the things I see and some of the things He showed me are painful. But I also pray and fast for purging, for my purpose. I pray for Him to use me. This place that I'm sitting right here, right now, I fasted and prayed for that years ago. Don't tell me what He won't do. In this new season coming up, it's a new year. Try it. Do it a couple days before the year ends. Get yourself cleaned out. And not only that, fasting gives your body a break, because we overload it with so many things and toxins and medicines. And that's another thing. If you take medicines, unless you have gotten the okay from your doctor, don't stop taking them. I don't stop taking my medicine that I need for myself. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I play one. So make sure you check with your physician before you go on a fast if you medically cannot do it. God does preserve me that way, and I've done it for so long until I count the cost and it's worth it. Trust me. Try it. It's a new season coming, new year. Do something different. Try fasting and praying. Start out slow, one day. If you got to do the Daniel fast, one day. Fruits and vegetables. He's asking us to give up something, and our flesh wants what it wants. Let's be honest. A lot of the fleshly things we want, it's really not good for us. But He's good for us, and the benefits that come from that. Try it and see. Let me know how it goes. I hope to hear you and see your faith stories, because you fasted and prayed and you believed. Until next week, thank you for sharing your Saturday with me here on Mama's Me. Love you, family.
Here it comes, and let your word